Hi, my name is Jillian Turner, and I'm in Group 7, which is over hallucinogens. The age group that we targeted was freshmen and sophomores in high school, so ages ranging 13 to 16. I will be talking about primary prevention, so parents and community involvement, as well as outcomes and social connections, stuff like that. So, moving on to my first slide, we're going to talk about parental assistance. So I just think it's a huge thing to be open with your kids. Having an open relationship allows them to be able to ask you those questions that might be awkward about health, whether it's alcohol, drugs, or sex. I think those are three very important topics that don't really get talked about much in a family because it is kind of awkward and you don't want to talk to your parents about that. It's weird, you know? So, I never did growing up. So I think it is very important just to let your kids know that any type of questions that they have about that is okay, and to educate not only them but yourself as well on drugs that are popular at the time. Because I know it changes and things get crazy and things get called different names and whatever. So definitely an open relationship. Another preventative measure that I found very interesting, and I really feel like it would work so much better than what I was told my whole life, was just don't do drugs, is establish short-term and long-term goals with your teenagers. So I'm thinking it should be the summer going into your freshman year, because short-term goals you can have all throughout high school, and then your long-term goals being, what do you want to do after high school? So it could be college, it could be sports, it could be sports in college, it could be a big job that you want to go to, an internship, or even just following your dreams, whatever it is, whether it's music or whatever you're into. So how it becomes a preventative measure is, instead of selling the kids, don't do drugs, it's bad for your health, you're almost selling them their dream in a way. So you get their dreams or their goals, and you hold them accountable to reach those goals. So instead of saying don't do drugs, you can say, okay, if you do drugs, this will happen, and you won't be able to have the opportunities that you once had to achieve your goals and to achieve your dreams. I also think it's a huge thing to be supportive of your kids and to tell them when they're doing great, because I think it is easy to look over when you're doing a good job, and it's easy to just, okay, well, you're doing bad at this, this, and this, and I can't believe you're doing this, and you're doing drugs, and you're doing alcohol. It's easy to point that stuff out, but definitely supporting their dreams will help them, and their goals will help them stay accountable as well. Which I actually have a story about that kind of goes with this. Is one of my best friends in high school, he had a full ride to U of H to play baseball, and he got caught on school grounds with marijuana, so he did not go to U of H, and he got his scholarship taken away from him because of that. So it's just like, it's easy to say it's not going to happen to you, but until it does, it sucks, you know? So I think for me, being a student athlete here at SFA also helps me realize, wow, like, it could be taken away so easily if I don't stay focused and I don't let partying get in the way and doing drugs. Also, we're drug tested, so that's a good preventative measure as well. Also, outcomes from the short-term and long-term goal making is actually developing your teens into having great leadership and planning skills. So this will help them become leaders and be able to plan accordingly to their goals. Now, the social connection I found with hallucinogens and the community, basically, found in an article in the Journal of Youth and Adolescence, one of the studies showed that the use of hallucinogens can cause discontinuation of education and or employment, which is what I kind of just touched on. Wreckage of relationship with family, spouses, and loved ones. That is very easy to see with drug use nowadays, well, and forever probably. Involvement with the criminal justice system, which that's obvious. I mean, if you're dumb enough to do drugs, you're going to get caught and you're going to get in trouble. Deterioration of physical and mental health. You can actually develop bad eating disorders and weight loss and mental health. I mean, you're literally putting stuff into your body that doesn't go there. You know, it's not good for your body, and it's definitely not good for your brain. So all of these just shows the importance of educating teenagers on the effects of hallucinogens as well as drugs, and like what that can impact their future, like what kind of impact it has. Which goes, actually that study was based off of PCP, which is just a type of hallucinogen, so it was very specific. And this kind of leads into my next thing is school drug prevention programs, because I was a part of a program called DARE, which just stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. So basically, it's just a program that is set in schools teaching teenagers to not do drugs and why to not do them, and really educate them on what type of impact it has on their body. And we actually had to sign a form that was like, I won't do drugs, and it was kind of fun. It was kind of cool. Just like we got T-shirts and stuff. So they made that situation very, very fun. So we wanted to learn more about drugs and more on how to not do them. So that is it. My one last thing is just don't do drugs. Thank you so much.